Hey, Dr. Ray, season 16, episode 3, suicide, take 3.
Three, two. Dick, you're looking pretty serious.
Oh, hey, Dr. Ray. Yeah, it is serious. You know, from time to time, your viewers, the people in the studio audience, and the folks that contact you directly have talked about this, and it's sad, but it's suicide, and it's something that we unfortunately have to deal with. It appears more and more, and I was watching this study by psychologists about people who survived suicide and whether afterwards they regretted that they had attempted it in the first place. I want you to take a look at this,
Sure.
Dr. Ray.
For decades, one of the most studied places in suicide prevention research was the Golden Gate Bridge. In the 1970s, psychiatrist Richard Seddon interviewed...
Okay? I'm going to leave that right there. Is that okay to leave it there, or are you going to see any hint of it?
I don't see it.
Okay. If you don't see the screen, we're good. I'm going to keep cheat it just a little bit.
I'm not seeing any of this.
Okay, great.
I just got you from here.
Okay, so the last thing she said was, it takes time, somebody to listen, or whatever. Remember that? So why don't you pick it up when you're coming out?
Come on.
So, yep, so we're good, and we're still rolling, and we're looking at the screen.
Okay, you could just do the 3, 2, and then,
Okay.
so we're looking at it.
Does that surprise you?
Not really, because the decision is, from what we saw here from the study by the psychologists and the survivors, was one that probably shouldn't have been made in the first place.
You could extrapolate from that. Okay, people will say they jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge, so therefore they had a second or two to
think about
rethink.
it.
But there are other ways to commit suicide that are very violent, but yet at the same time there is still that fraction of a second. And that says a couple of things.
I was going to ask you, as a psychologist, what does that tell you?
One, there's always a fraction of a second for penitence. I've talked to a lot of family members, brokenhearted. Will my son, will my husband, will my dad now jeopardize their soul? Well, this is hope, this is encouragement, and the church offers funeral masses for suicides. And
Yes.
the church is
They
aware.
didn't used to.
They're aware now as they're starting to understand this very thing, that indeed there is that nanosecond where someone can say, "Dear God, what did I do?"
Dr. Ray, how does someone get so depressed, overwrought, that they actually go through an attempt like these people who survived, but then in an instant, as this study showed, they all regretted it?
Mental health people will tell you, it isn't so much that I want to die, it's that I don't want to live. And so because of that, I have no hope. Whatever is the crisis of the moment will not end. I see no way out of it. And I tell my clients, even if you do absolutely nothing, the nature of life is change. Things will shift. So that crisis that seems unbearable and immovable is not.
The study showed that having someone to talk to, someone to recognize that there's a problem, to show some interest or compassion is important. You find that as well?
It's a fascinating study done by a mental health center. They followed up former clients with letters. They just simply said, "We want to know how you're doing, hope you're doing well." What they found was the people who got the letters were less likely to attempt suicide than a similar group who didn't get the letters. Now that was just one tiny little, "I'm wondering how you are," via a letter, not even personal.
So just a small thing can help prevent or hold off a tragic decision
I care about
like
you.
this.
That's the message.
What a wonderful thing to say, huh?
Nice job, cut.
Good.